Thank you. That was W.C. Handy's Beale Street Blues. A little swingier than he actually imagined it, but times change. Now Laurie's going to come back and tune that's not a Dixieland tune, but it's essentially become part of the jazz genre over the years since it was introduced. Summertime by George Gershwin.
Then you'll spread your
Thanks a lot. That was an arrangement by our own Douglas Smink, who's the reed player standing to my left. You're right. Now Laurie's going to sing another really old tune, goes back to the early 20s. You probably haven't heard of it, but it's a great tune. It's very catchy, and once you hear it, you want to hear it again. It's called "Who'll Take My Place When I'm Gone." Another well-known New Orleans jazz tradition is the New Orleans funeral, in which is a very musical event, and the occasion notwithstanding. And in the standard New Orleans funeral, a band accompanies the casket to the cemetery, playing a slow march or dirge or hymn. And then on the way back to the wake, there's a lively jazzy tune, Quick March or some other jazzy tune. And it's become also somewhat of a derivative tradition of that to sort of combine the two aspects into one tune that's appropriate. And so we're going to do kind of a mini New Orleans funeral for you. It's based on the famous hymn tune, Just a Closer Walk with Thee, which in fact is probably the single most popular tune that accompanies the casket to the cemetery. So here is our mini version of a New Orleans jazz funeral, Just a Closer Walk with Thee. Thank you. Just a closer walk with thee. Next, Laurie's going to come back and sing us another ancient tune from the First World War era, or the early 1920s, called Blue Prelude.
sigh, let me cry when I'm blue. Let me go away from this lonely town. Won't be long till my song will be through, 'cause I know I'm on my last go round. All the love I could steal, beg or borrow, wouldn't heal all the pain in my soul. What is love but a prelude to sorrow? With a heartbreak ahead for your goal. Here I go, now you know why I'm leaving. I got the blues, what can I lose? Goodbye. All the love I could steal, beg or borrow, wouldn't heal all the pain in my soul. What is love but a prelude to sorrow? With a heartbreak ahead for your goal. Here I go, now you know why I'm leaving. I got the blues, what can I lose? Goodbye.
Let me take this opportunity to introduce the band, since we'll play right up to the appointed hour of 1. So where we're doing a little change here, let me introduce, we are the Village Jazz Band, and to my left is Douglas Smink on reeds, clarinet, and soprano sax, and who arranges many of our tunes for us. To my right is trombonist Tony Centenary. In the back row, and those of us in front constitute what's called the front line in Dixieland nomenclature. And the back line is on tuba Merle Biggin, on banjo Jim Kaiser, on drums Rick Oken, on keyboard Eleanor Hetrick, and I'm on cornet Norm Burke, the leader of the band. Earlier we did a spiritual for you that's associated with New Orleans funerals. Well, here's another one, actually. Very famous spiritual that's become very popular in Dixieland circles. It's called Just Over in the Glory Land.
home prepared where the saints abide, over in the glory land. I long to be by my Savior's side, over in the glory land. Just over in the glory land, I'll join the happy angels band, over in the glory land. Just over in the glory land, there with the mighty host I'll stand, over in the glory land.
Laura's going to do another number for us, Hoagie Carmichael's famous Lazy River. or if you prefer, up a lazy river.
Troubles, dream a dream with me. Up a lazy river by the robin's song, awakes a bright new morning, we can loaf along. Blue skies up above, everyone's in love. Up a lazy river, how happy we would be. Up a lazy river with me.
We have time for just one more tune. It's one of my personal favorites, I have to say, so I'm going to make sure we squeeze it in. It was written by Jimmy McHugh in 1928 and sung by Louis Armstrong and Ethel Waters. Became very, very popular, and is indeed still a very popular tune that you'll know it once. It's I can't give you anything but love, baby. Thank you very much. We're the Village Jazz Band. We've greatly enjoyed playing for you. If you'd like to hear more of our music, you can buy a CD over at the table. And thank you, and hope we can see you again at another event. Bye-bye.